Well, I made it to this campsite last night pretty late, about 11 o'clock. I walked almost 14 miles yesterday, and I got here and I threw up twice, and I just feel super under the weather. I don't know if my water filter failed or what happened, if I just overexerted myself. But I'm going to pack up and head out. I've got 6.7 miles to do. It's supposed to be really easy walking. It's supposed to actually be a clear trail. So we're gonna pack up. I'm gonna try to drink some water to make sure I can hold it down, and then we're gonna skedaddle. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and all that fun jazz. So here's a view of the lake. It's really windy today, but probably be a great lake to have a kayak or canoe on to go fishing. Really big campsite here too, and I seen a latrine on the way in last night. My stomach's still kind of queasy. So we'll see you guys next time. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. These bugs are horrible. Came out here today to cook a roast over the fire for me and Bandi. Come here, Bandi. This is the newest member of the family. This is Bandi. She's an 11-month-old border collie and Australian Shepherd mix, but she's learning the ropes. Pretty good dog so far, but I'm gonna gather some wood up real quick and get a fire going for these bugs eat me alive. Okay, so yeah, these bugs are something else. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more birch bark so I can get these bugs off of Bandi and I. Smokes. You know, hey, can't wait till winter gets here. These things are atrocious. Atrocious. Today's word of the day. Atrocious. Atrocicia. Atrocio. So we're gonna get a fire going, and then I'm gonna make a skewer and skewer these this is really tough wood, or as dead as it is. Anyways, I got a pretty good roast in there. I didn't bring trigger with this time because I just wanted to introduce you all to Bandi. Hopefully this takes right off. Hopefully. The bugs are getting you, girl. I've got some work to do with her. She's fairly good. She did try to chase after the chickens and the turkeys yesterday, so that wasn't good. But she's pretty well behaved dog for the most part. bugs. On light. Oh, smokes. Gotta love oak. Let me move it back so you can actually see the fire, huh? What are you doing, girl? You'll be fine. Rained here, seems like for an eternity, but it's supposed to be pretty nice today. It's rather foggy. I was gonna come out last night and do a overnight, but I managed to catch a fall time cold, I guess you'd call it, because it's unofficially fall here. And yeah, I did not feel very well, so we didn't get out last night. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully this gets going and stays going. I almost need to build some kind of a wind block. The spot I wanted to go to had a cow in it, and last time I was out here, a cow chased me. I kind of wish I would have caught it on video, but unfortunately I did not. We'll make this work though. Do have her on a leash because I'm not sure how she's gonna do around the cows and stuff. Yes. But well, this is Bandi. I don't even know if you can see her. Give me kisses. Okay. gonna bring you guys with me for a minute here. Sit, sit, sit. Good girl. Goofy dog. So we are going to find, I prefer maple, but you're fine. Trying to teach her to stay back at camp, so to speak. Excuse me. You're fine, Bandi. Oh, you're fine. I'll be right back. She's not having it. You're okay. I knew I should have put my rubber boots on today. It was nice and wet, yeah. You're fine, Bandi. Feel bad for leaving her, but just grabbing a couple of sticks. Sorry, probably holding you goofy, ain't I? Poor dog. There we go. Now there's one last piece of dead maple. Oh man. I know I should have put my boots on. Yeah, I looked right at my... Sorry, I'm holding the camera all goofy. Seriously? Yeah. I looked right at my rubber boots because I know how this area floods when we get good rains, and it's pretty much rained non-stop for a week. So I looked right at them. I said, hey, I should put these on. And for some reason, my common sense said, huh? Why? Yeah, well, I have soaking wet feet. That's why. That's why, 100%. Here, let me give you all some drain damage. Okay, so I need to find something to... Oh, you're fine. Cook that roast on. You're fine. I'll be right back, sweetie. Yeah. Bandi, come here. Come here, goofball. Well, she pulled her steak out, which came right to me, so that's good. Come here, goofball. So, I think I found the stick I want to use. And this is like one of the only times I'm going to bring, or not bring, but use a live... Sorry, I'm trying to put Bandi's steak back on the ground. A live stick, or live tree rather, but it's only because I need to. So I'll be back. Okay, so majority of the heat's coming right here, so I'm gonna offset these a little bit compared to the fire. I don't need it directly over it, kind of like that. There. take that right there. There you go. Trying to make this as thin and strong as I can. And as sharp. Oh man, smoke. Okay, so now there we go. I'll even let you guys see what I'm doing. How's that for a deal, huh? Nice meaty roast. I kind of almost do like I do with a pork tenderloin, and almost do this like a dry rub. This is going to take a while to cook. It's a big hunk of meat. There we go. Now, I'm going to try to shove this stick through it without tearing it all apart. Really? sharper point on this. There we go. There, not the prettiest, but it'll do. Well, you get out of there. Smoke in my eyes. There we go. I don't know, I feel like I'm bawling my eyes out. Oh, smokes. How's that look, huh? Holy cow. So while that's doing that, I'm going to set my chair up real quick. So I think we're gonna have to adjust this here just a little bit, or we're gonna have crispy on the outside and raw on the inside. There. heat is okay, but not direct flame. Direct flame burns. The heat will cook it. See what I'm saying, burn? So yeah, we're just in this little land island, if you want to call it that. Bandi laying down, being a good girl. But yeah, everything's wet around us, so it might as well be an actual island because all that rain. But I don't know if you can hear it. I still got kind of a head cold thing going on. So yeah, this is what we're doing right now. So talk to you soon. Okay, the roast is looking pretty good. It's still got a ways to cook. Bandi. Say hi, Bandi. Say hi, Bandi. He's such a good dog. There's a little bit of a close-up to the roast. There we go. Now you can see me. Well, that's cooking. I'm going to make this a triple video. Come on, stay away from that. You'll get a piece, don't worry. You're over there trying to sniff the roast. Bandi, here. Here. Sit. 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 Goofy dog. Anyways, so this turned into a hike and cook, introducing Bandi to finishing my powwow trip. So I've got one more short video that will be uploaded before this video, so this is gonna sound goofy for a second, but that trip was amazing, scary, and challenging all in the same. You know, I did that with just myself and Trigger. The trail was miserable. It just absolutely miserable. You know, the internet had said that, you know, it was clear and well marked and all this other stuff, and it was not. There was a lot of over trees and under trees and over cliffs and up cliffs and this and that, and just absolutely miserable trail. I overpacked, which is a mistake that a lot of people make. My pack weighed about 90 pounds, I'm guessing. I had my food, Trigger's food, brought gear I just never even used, you know. If I were to do it again, I'd bring the absolute bare minimal. You know, I brought more food than I needed. I brought my little twig stove. I didn't even use it. I brought very large meals, even though they were dehydrated. They could have easily been much smaller. You know, just silly stuff that I didn't need. So, I mean, had I been able to do it over again, I would have packed about 50 pounds of gear, if that. Yeah, it was just, oh, I gotta turn the meat real quick. There we go. It was just way too much. You know, it was an experience of a lifetime. I'm glad I did it, but towards the end, I got very sick. Couldn't hold anything down, couldn't hold water down, nothing, just kept throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. That made it miserable, absolutely miserable. And I just kept pushing myself, You know, I was gonna turn that into a 9-day hike, and you know, had it been taken care of and open like you know they had said on the internet, that would have been a lot easier. You know, if the campsites were well marked, if the campsites were even there anymore, you know, I could have shortened this thing up, uh, hiking wise. So towards the end, um, I finally made it to the last camp, which is going to be the last video, and it's very short, couple of minutes. Um, I might even connect this one to it just to make it something, to say the least. But you know, according to the app that I had that had the trail map and the miles and everything like that, it was like a 5 mile hike, I think, and it ended up being like a 10 mile hike because the trail was just non-existent, and I didn't get lost, but you know, there's routes that I took that I didn't have to. Um, Once I got to that campsite, I got a fire going, set up my tent, and ate what little bit I could. I got up the next morning, still sick as could be, and I didn't even eat breakfast. I don't even remember if I made coffee, to be honest with you. I think I just got some water and started hiking, and that's when it got scary. I would hike and I would stop to just rest for a minute, and I would end up passing out. Um, I got very close to actually calling for help. Um, I didn't think I could make it any further. And, you know, I'm not a super seasoned veteran at this, but, you know, I do know what I'm doing. Um, I just underestimated the trail, and yeah, it was not good, not good at all. I had to cross a beaver dam that I swear was a mile long. My feet got wet. I started forming blisters because of my feet being wet, and just tired. I came across a cool spring and slash little brook or creek, whatever you want to call it. And I just kind of laid there to cool my body down because it was very hot the last day. And I drank some of the water after I filtered it, you know, and I trust my filter. And I ended up throwing it all up. And I ended up throwing up some blood, which I don't know if I had formed an ulcer or what, but I haven't done it since. But yeah, extremely scary the last day. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to make it. Um, Sorry, I got something in my tooth. But yeah, it was an experience. Um, I won't be doing anything like that again, not anytime soon, anyways. Especially by myself. You know, if I had somebody else with me, because I had plenty of food for 2 people. If I had somebody else with me to help split up the load, that would have been awesome. You know, I'm not gonna do a trip like that alone again. You know, I am hoping to get a canoe, an ultralight canoe, and doing a canoe trip up in the Boundary Waters next year sometime. Um, but I'm not 100% sure when. So I mean, it all depends on how everything goes, I guess. But yeah, so I mean that was my experience. I mean, beautiful, beautiful out there. I mean, God, I could only imagine what that place would have looked like before the forest fire went through there. Yeah, it's really sad what happened to that place, and it's sad that the government quit taking care of it, and it's left up to volunteers. You know, I really hope they get it opened up properly and get some campsites reestablished. Um, you know, maybe I'd do it again. I don't know. Definitely be better prepared though. So yeah, it was a heck of an adventure. Um, you know, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Um, I hope you guys enjoy everything that I do. I mean, if you have any suggestions or comments or anything, I mean, leave them. You know, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I've been doing this just over a year now. Um, what's the date today? Today's the 15th. So if I remember correctly, without looking at my calculator, without looking at my calendar, I actually think this is year to date when I did my first video. Um, I'd have to look at it a little bit better to see for sure, but yeah, it's been trying. You know, I mean, I don't expect to get famous, quote unquote, overnight. I like to think I'm putting good content out there. I've got a lot of future plans that hopefully will start coming to fruition. Winter's getting pretty close. I'm excited for that. I really want to do some winter camping. Um, I got a bunch of things planned for that. You know, I've mentioned it a couple of times. I want to make a hot tent. I'm not going to buy one. I'm not going to spend $800 to buy some pre-manufactured thing. I'm going to spend about $300 and make my own. That way I can make it the way I want it. Um, you know, I'm truly blessed to have the area that I'm at to be able to come out here and do these videos and stuff, but I also plan on taking trips this winter. Um, there's a place up north. You know, I did get rid of the smart car, and I've got a Jeep now, so that opens up a lot of opportunities in the winter time. Um, you know, I want to go and do these different things, but you know, it'll happen. You know, eventually I'll be at 500 subscribers, and then I'll be at 1,000 subscribers, and it'll all fall into place. You know, I did get a little bit discouraged. I will admit that. A good friend of mine said, "Don't give up," and I'm not going to. You know, if it takes me 10 years, it takes me 10 years. So I'm just going to keep doing what I love, and I hope you guys enjoy it with me. So, but we're going to let this roast cook a little bit more, and I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, that's how the powwow ended. Powwow ended. Excuse me. Now I'll put it on a plate. Okay, pretty sure this roast is done for the most part. She looks done. Yeah, there. Goofy. So I'm gonna cut a piece off for Miss Bandi. There, you should be able to see me, huh? Definitely a big chunk of meat. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. You can get your nose out of there for get it cut off. So we're gonna give her a piece. because she's been sitting here patiently. I'm going to have a piece. Very good. Get your nose out of there. Good girl. Get your nose out of there. Sharpen my knife again. Oops, sorry. It's difficult to cut. Sit. 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 Good girl. You will get more, don't worry. Yummy, yummy, yummy. A lot of fat on this. Get out of there. Sit. 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 So listen the first time. There's a lot of fat in this. Back. Yeah, I think this would have been better turned into jerky. whole lot of meat on this piece at all. Very disappointed. Jesus. What a terrible piece of meat. Nice catch. Get your nose out of there. Come on. Get your nose out of there. You're gonna get hurt. Alright, so this piece of meat is terrible. I think I'm gonna save some to bring home for Trigger so he doesn't get left out. Yeah, not impressed with this piece of meat at all. It's pretty much all fat. Excuse me. Here, Bandi. Hey, I think we'll save that for Trigger. This gelatinous gut. Gonna wrap it back up in here. That was terrible. Just absolutely terrible. So, that being said, glad I sat here for 3 hours cooking a terrible steak. Or not even a steak, a roast. It's one of those, you should have knew better, man. Excuse me. Oh well, what do you do, right? Lesson learned. I'm going to have just a little sip of Buffalo Trace. Okay, well, this is Ryan with Ryan Outdoors. And Bandi, Miss Bandi, her first experience out in the woods. She likes it. Yeah. So next trip is going to be an overnighter. It'll be after this video probably. I do have a kayaking trip too, so I may upload that and then the next overnight video, but whatever. Yeah, so I think I kind of learned a lesson. That was not good. Next time, this is Ryan with our Martin Outdoor Adventures. Bye.